Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start out here with the option left. There he goes left side. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the opening drive of the game yields 3. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
Downs going in motion left. And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
25 yards. And the Colts first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. They go play action with Richardson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On third down, here's Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Wizards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Play action. Now Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
19, Tiger, 19.
Again, it's Taylor, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. But you look at this defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 55 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion right is Pittman.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. From the 20, here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Richardson on 3rd and short.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Gay's kick is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's a hell shredded defense.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray now to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself and not ditch so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Flag!
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. That's caught. It's Josh Downs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Colts first down.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
First and 10, it's Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Here we go, set.
Richardson off the play fake.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here's 3rd and 6. He'll get this one to Pittman.
Fighting his way through contact and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From the gun, it's Taylor. To the 43, second down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
This is 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Murray. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Wizards will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1 yard gain.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
A final shot before the half. Richardson.
His throw incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down, it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Wizards use the short field to get in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
65.
On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And quickly they get to the line.
Richardson going to move him around. They run once more with Taylor. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Colts first down.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Richardson looking to throw this.
The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Richardson working from the gun.
And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now they send a man in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10.
Wizards 31, Colts 10.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Rolling to his right. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The Colts on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
And motioning left, that's Pittman. He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They hand off to their big tight end. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And now here is another interception. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
At the 17-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say. Because
and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down. So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Wizards up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second
65,
and 2 at the 33.
On second down, it's Taylor. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 118 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
And the Colts first down.
Ready?
They go play action with Richardson. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now the pitch goes to Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor, 31 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Back to throw it, Murray. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown! A big play there. 58 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And it's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.